So it's time to fill in that wheel gap there. Obviously we're going to lower the car in the future, but we'll still have, I don't know, it would look empty with the tire just black. So we have something to fix that. So what we have is this kit here from treadwear.com. So in this treadwear kit, we ended up getting a custom Ed range made. We had the logo, we sent that over to them, and they ended up cutting this out for us. And this is a pretty complex font, and they ended up getting it done for me. That is awesome. And we also got the treadwear tire lettering. So we have the Ed range that's going to go on the upper portion of the tire, and the treadwear that's going to go on the lower section of the tire. And then we have the installation instructions. We have 2 decals, the glue for the tire lettering, and we have this clear transfer vinyl here that we could essentially put the letters on the inside of this, and then it'll make it easier for us to line up the tire lettering onto the car. Once we have a rough area of where we want it to go, we're going to go ahead and do this to that area. Once you do this, you're going to have the imprint showing. You're going to go ahead and line up the tire lettering from the backside. It's hard for me to do this with one hand. I'm going to need 2 hands to do this, but essentially you just line it up the way you want it to sit on the tire with the marking showing. This one has 5 letters in it. I'd recommend doing 3 letters at a time. That way you would stick these 3 on, and then once those are glued on, you would peel this back, add glue to the backside. I don't think I'm gonna use this transfer paper because I've done it plenty of times. Essentially, it would be faster to use this. Before we install the tire lettering, we need to make sure the tire is really clean. And the way I'm gonna do that is use this engine cleaner and degreaser. I've used this a couple times before, and this has actually worked in the past for me, and it's worked really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean the tire with this. And I'm gonna try to be really careful because I just ceramic coated the wheels, and I don't wanna get any spray onto the actual wheels. So I'm just gonna work on it carefully, and I'm going to use this metal brush here to brush the tire, get all the dirt off, and then just wipe it off with a towel. The correct way to do it would be to spray it down with water and clean it really good. After I spray the engine degreaser, scrub it, I'm just going to go ahead and wipe it down with the rag just because I don't want to get the wheels wet since I just ceramic coated them. And I don't know if they're completely cured yet. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and clean the tires with this. Now that we use this degreaser to clean the tires, we're going to go ahead and scuff them down real quick with sandpaper. So now that the tires are scuffed with the sandpaper, now the only thing that's left is wiping them down with some 70% rubbing alcohol. Also want to make sure you clean the back of the tire lettering as well. I was going to end up using these, but I just decided not to. I just feel more comfortable just installing them by hand. So the treadwear tire lettering is now on, but there's one more thing we have to do before we finish this thing, and that thing is going to be to take the glue and go around some of the edges. Just feel around the edges, like this one's good. There's going to be a few edges that might be lifting just a tiny bit, and that could cause failure of the tire lettering in the future. It'd be best to get all the corners down before you start driving the car, and then get dirt and grime underneath. It's the only thing we have left to do on this tire lettering. Aside from that, the tire lettering is now on. All we have left to do is just get rid of that fender to wheel gap, and it should look flush and solid. But you guys will see that once the car is lowered, once I get the spacers on, alignment, etc. You guys will see exactly what I'm talking about. But the car is coming along together just nicely. As you can see, the treadwear, we got the head range down there. But as you guys can see, this wheel is kind of like sunken in a little bit, but that'll change with the spacer and once we straighten out the wheel with the alignment. But man, just take a look at this tire lettering. It just makes a big difference. And I know a lot of people are not fans of tire lettering, but honestly, I feel like it just makes the car look that much better. But don't get me wrong, the setup would look good with or without tire lettering, but I prefer it with tire lettering. Let me know down below what you guys think about the tire lettering. I feel like it's gonna look good once the whole car is put together, lowered, complete. You guys will see once this is done. So if you guys are looking for tire lettering, go ahead and contact treadwear.com. I'll put their website in the description down below. Their products are great, and I could attest to that. I've had their products on my cars for over, I would say, 6-7 years. I've been running their products, and it's crazy how good this product is, and I guarantee you it'll last you as long as the tire does. More videos are coming. So with that being said, once again, Ed Range, peace.